Hello and welcome to our first virtual harvest of the month, featuring apples. So if you don't know me, my name is Miss Hope, and I'm the garden teacher this year at Bret Harte.
We're going on a very special field trip today. We get to go apple picking. We're going to work with a local farmer. Farmers work really hard and get up early in the morning so they don't have to work outside when it's hot in the afternoon. So we had to get up really early too to help out. Can everyone do a big morning stretch? Oh, wake up in the morning. It's so early, it's still dark outside. But we have to be awake so that we can help the farmer. So now we're going to get in our cars. We're going to drive all the way out of San Francisco, all the way down Highway 101. And finally, we're in the countryside. And there's so much space for fruit trees. We get out of the car and it's still early in the morning. Ooh, it feels like a cold autumn morning. We need to warm up. Can everyone give yourself a hug to warm up? Oh, and the farmer comes out to meet us. We say hello, and he's so happy that we're here to help him. So now we're getting in the truck, and we're heading over to the apple orchard. Oh, goodness, it's a bumpy road. It's dirt. There's no pavement. So riding in the truck, oh, it feels like there's so many bumps. That really warms you up. And then finally we get to the orchard. And it's so beautiful. And it's still a cold autumn morning. And you can feel the breeze ruffling your hair. Oh, take a deep breath. Can you smell how sweet the apples are? And the air is so fresh. Wow. It's so quiet here. Can you hear all the birds? They're singing because they're happy. It's the morning. They're little birds that go chirp, chirp. And I hear the crows too. You know, caw, caw. Now it's time to go pick some apples. We're gonna walk through the orchard and look at all the apples. Wow, I see so many different types. Can you see those red ones over there? They're so shiny. I see some yellow ones. They're almost gold over there. What do you see? Oh, I see some green ones too. Some are even multicolored. They have green and red. And there's so many different shapes and sizes. What color apple do you want to go pick? Finally, you choose your tree. It's so big. And there's so many apples at the top. How many apples can you see on this tree? I think we're going to need a ladder to get all the way up there and pick the apples. Can everyone pick up your ladder? Let's set it up. Okay, you have to make sure it's safe. So push it a little bit into the ground. And the ground is wet, so it'll sink in a little bit. Then the farmer gives you a bag to pick apples in. You put it over your shoulder so it's secure. Now it's time to climb really carefully up the ladder. Make sure you don't lose your balance. Wow, there's so many apples up here, and you can see so far. You see one that's perfectly ripe. It's huge, and it snaps off easily when you pick it. Oh, feel how smooth it is. You put it in your bag, but there are so many more to pick. Look at that one there. You stretch even farther to pick it and put it in your bag. And that one too. You keep picking because you want to share these delicious apples with your friends and your family. Now it's almost noon and the sun feels so good on your back. The warmth has also made the fallen apples smell even sweeter. And there's still more apples. You pick a few more, but now your bag is really heavy. So you have to be really careful when you're going down your ladder. You don't lose your balance. But you're really strong and you make it to the bottom. Your friends are ready to go too. So now it's time to get in your car, bring your apples into your car, and then get ready to drive home. Then we can taste the apples that we picked.
When you get home, make sure that you wash your hands with soap and hot water for at least 20 seconds. Give your apple a really thorough wash too. You want to make sure that you remove any dirt or germs that are on the surface before you eat it. We're going to taste mindfully. This means using our 5 senses of sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Take the time to observe your apple really closely. What does it look like? I'm noticing that mine has some speckles on it, and it has that beautiful gold at the top and a bit of a ruffled bottom. How does it feel? My apple feels smooth and waxy. Have an adult help you chop up your apple. What's the sound when it's being cut? What does it look like on the inside? And finally, after all that work, we get to try our apple. What does it taste like?
When we taste our apple, we're still going to be using all 5 of our senses. So how does my apple slice feel in my hand? And what does it look like? I can see the texture of the white part of the apple. Looks grainy. What does it smell like? It smells sweet to me. So finally, when you take a bite, you're going to eat so slowly.
What does your apple sound like when you first take a bite? What's the first thing you taste? Does that change when you eat really slowly? As I'm eating my apple, I'm thinking about the texture and the taste, and I'm also thinking back to the orchard that it came from. And I'm remembering the clean air and the sunshine and the winter rains. 2,500 varieties. This month we're going to be tasting a really special variety. The apples you have in your supply distribution are called white winter pearmains. Pretty fancy.
The sweetness.
They're an ancient variety from England, known for their sweet flavor and crisp texture.